Welcome to the Rover Aero. Over the next couple of minutes, we're going to take a closer look at the Rover Aero and show you how to use it. The Rover Aero comes in its own travel bag made from a durable ripstop nylon fabric that's been coated for water resistance. It also comes with a second bag, called the Remora, which holds most of the attachments and attaches to the front of the larger bag. The first thing you'll want to do when you get your Rover Aero is unpack everything and get familiar with all the pieces. The second thing you want to do, charge up your AeroGo rechargeable pump. Follow the instructions included with the pump. Once the pump is charged, unzip the large bag, remove the Rover Aero from the bag, and lay it flat on the ground. Unroll it with the deck facing up. Turn on the AeroGo pump and set the PSI to 11. Connect the included hose to the inflate port on the pump. Connect the other end of the hose to the lower chamber of the Rover Aero near the rear of the board. Be sure the valve is in the closed position before attaching the hose, and press the on-off button on the AeroGo pump to begin inflating. The pump will automatically stop once the desired PSI is reached. Now, connect the hose to the upper chamber valve, located near the nose of the board, and set the PSI on the pump to 11 and start it. When the pump changes from low pressure mode to high pressure mode, insert the motor rack receivers into the board and lock them in place with the slide pin. Again, the pump will automatically stop once the desired PSI is reached. The Rover Aero's whole design evolved from our experience developing the most innovative paddle boards on the planet and incorporates many of the same features and functionality, allowing you to use many of the same attachments as our other boards. The hull is constructed of military-grade PVC, the same material used in whitewater rafts, so yeah, it's tough. Drop stitch construction joins the upper and lower layers, which is what gives the Rover Aero its rigidity. While running, the Rover Aero was designed to ride with the nose out of the water, which allows for a smoother ride and a tighter turning radius. The Rover Aero's sunken cockpit increases stability by lowering the center of gravity of the rider and sheds water directly off the back of the board. Thick rails provide a ton of stability and flotation, making Rover Aero the most stable aeroboat we've ever developed. The top of the rails are lined with a series of quarter 20 threaded attachment points, perfect for adding any number of attachments available from Ram Mount or Scotty for things like fish finders or additional rod holders. Sand spear lash points are also integrated into the rail. Use them to secure the sand spear or a paddle. A premium quality, multi-textured deck pad, heat-sealed to help shed water and textured for superior grip, provides plenty of cushion to reduce fatigue while standing. With grab handles on the nose and deck of the board, as well as a grab strap at the rear, there's no shortage of places to get a grip on the board. At the bow of the board, you will find attachment points for the included paddle sheath. Simply use the included screws to attach it to the board. Slide the blade of your paddle into the slot to free up your hands for other activities. Also, on the bow, you'll find bungee straps that will allow you to lash other gear to the deck of the board. To anchor the Rover Aero in shallow water, attach the sand spear sheath to the mounting points on either side of the board. Simply slide a sand spear into the sheath and press down to anchor. At the rear of the board, Rover Aero includes two mounting positions for a PowerPole Micro wireless anchor system. Attach the mounting bracket, add the PowerPole Micro, and you're in business. Wirelessly set the anchor in shallow water to hold a position, perfect for windy days or strong currents. The Rover Aero was designed to be a fully functional and capable paddleboard. The main feature that sets Rover Aero apart is the ability to add power through the use of the included motor rack. Simply insert the included motor rack with the boat logo facing forward into the receivers and lash it to the board with the included straps. Now, you can attach an outboard motor. We recommend a 6 horsepower short shaft outboard with internal gas tank. Slide the motor onto the mounting plate of the motor rack and tighten the transom clamps. Adjust the tilt pin so that the anti-cavitation plate is parallel with the underside of the board. The anti-cavitation plate should be approximately 2 inches below the underside of the board for best results. In addition to the motor rack, Rover Aero features a modular rack system with 2 rack receiver points on the deck, compatible with tackle rack, bucket rack, and grab rack attachments. Attach the included rack receivers to the mounting points on the deck of the board and simply slide a rack into the receiver points to attach. The Rover allows for several different configurations using the rack system: a sitting configuration, a standing configuration, and a paddle-only configuration. Since the Rover Aero's rack system is modular, you can configure Rover Aero the way you want. Experiment with different rack positions to find the one that works best for you. In the sitting position, a bucket rack can be attached in the rear mounting position and outfitted with a cooler making the perfect seat. In lieu of a grab rack, you can use the included grab strap for additional balance while underway. Let's move to the bottom of the board. The Rover Aero is equipped with 2 sets of fins. 2 small side fins are permanently mounted to provide straight tracking while paddling and are great for shallow water use. You can add the included larger fins if you plan to paddle in open water. To install the large fin, simply slide the fin into the fin channel and click in the locking pin. The large fins are not necessary when using Rover Aero with a motor. Before deflating the Rover Aero, remove all attachments. To deflate the Rover Aero, open the valve at the front and rear of the board while removing the valve cover and depressing the valve button and twist to lock in the open position. Move the air hose on your AeroGo to the deflate port and connect the other end to the upper chamber valve. Turn on the AeroGo pump and allow it several minutes to remove the air from the chamber. Once the air is removed, close the valve and repeat for the lower chamber. To roll up the deflated Rover Aero, start at the rear of the board and fold 1/3 of the way. Now, fold the 1/3 section halfway and fold the rest of the board up in even sections. Use the included cinch strap and tighten around the folded board. Place the board and accessories into their respective bags, and you're now ready to transport or store Rover Aero. Rinse and allow to dry for long-term storage. Before using Rover Aero with a motor, you will need to register